once we install the library for the school, for students to have access to the library, they will have to log in. It is advisable the school administrator register each of the students. If you want to delete any of them, we also have a provision for that. But because of time, I will just take you through the major part of the system, how it works. So here, a child can be registered here. Okay. So and then password is set as well, and then we are good to go. So let me just put an existing use an existing password because of time. So and then you can easily log in to the library. So that means it's protected, even though the library is supposed to be open, but it depends on the choice of the school. So here we go. So click to enter the library. So from there we have this, and then we can now get into the library. This was designed for Lockwood. So here we have the library here. Okay, so we have various books in section, just like we have bookshelf in the normal conventional library. So we have so I'll just take you through some of them. Because of your time, I may not be able to go through all. This is the first part of the library. So here we have books, math and science books, which is applicable to students in the secondary school and university as well. So we have grade 10 mathematics, grades 11, 12, and so on and so forth. So I'll just open one of them so that you have an idea of how it looks like. So here is a mathematics textbook for year 12 in PDF format. So the beauty of it is that automatically it is not expected to download. So but if you want the students to, it depends on the instruction given to the school, to the students rather. So this is how it looks like. This is for year 12 in particular. So you have the various topics there, and they are all world-class books. What we just have to do as a company is to compile them at installation fee for the school. Okay, going back, we also have the minutes. We also have this. This is another section of the book. So I'll just open 2 or 3 before I move to the next section of the library. So we have for personal research and what have you. So this is another session, very important for those in the SS and those in the first year, second year, throughout the university as well. So we have accounting, economics, books in various sessions, apart from personal development for teachers and students themselves. For instance, we have a book here on writing, world history, statistics, marketing, management, communication, psychology, and so on and so forth. So I'm just opening the one on library now. On writing rather. So writing as a discipline. This is on writing, introduction to college level writing and others. Also we have another shelf, digital this time around, just like we have shelves in our library. So we have so let me just open 1 or 2. Before we proceed. Okay, let me, because we have so many of them, let me open Khan Academy. It's a very popular uh, place, reservoir of books, videos in particular. So we have videos in various subjects, physics, chemistry, biology, and some people learn better watching video. So they can watch video on various topics and see the teacher teaching like that. So we have it on various subjects. Let's just see chemistry and one of the video. Can you see hear me, ma? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to
I'm with you.
All right,
Hello,
ma.
I'm with you.
All right, ma. So we have videos on various topics. Let's have an example here. Orbitals and electrons. Then under orbital and electrons, we also have various topics as well. Let me just pick anyone. Let's see valence electron. So it's a video reservoir. The students can watch any of the videos on any topic in line with the next topic in the scheme of work, or wanting to concretize what the teacher has taught in the class. They are majorly video lessons in that regard. So this is video lesson. It's opening now. So I want to click now play.
Now that we know a little bit about electron configurations, I want to start thinking about valence electrons, which are the electrons that are associated with an atom, that are the ones that are most likely to react with other atoms, or most likely to form bonds, or be taken away, or shared in some
this
way
is an example of the
atoms.
video
We've already
reservoir.
kind of talked a little bit about this as we talked about
It's
the
talking
trends
about
through the
electron
periodic
here
table.
using the
But
periodic
now we'll do
table.
a little bit more formally, and we'll
Okay.
use what we call Lewis dot.
So moving back, I'm going back to the library now. Let me pick another section of the book. We actually have so many of them. Let's look at Open Stars. It's another important reservoir of books. We have so many books there as well. University textbook, sociology. If it's a school offering GCSE, sociology is one of the subjects, depending on the school anyway, if the school is offering it. Counting and what have you. We have general books, algebra and what have you. So under it we have top favorite books, non-fiction books. We have children's stories, drama, and so on and so forth. So we have Pride and Prejudice. Here we have so many books anyway, that the children, some of the books you see here are also part of the recommended books for literature, so they can have access to read. And also in developing vocabulary among students, they can be asked to read any of these books. If you want them to download it, it's also possible to do that. And although the ICT guy, we have to monitor that so that they don't bring in things that will corrupt the system. Okay. We have so many of them that if we can spend more or less 24 hours on this. We have YI syllabus for schools, algebra, word map. We have coding session. Here they can learn so many things on coding, various languages, programming languages can be learned here. Java, HTML, Python, and so on and so forth. So that is, I think I will stop in this session so that I can move to the next session. Let me just open it before we move to the next session. So here we have quite a number of books that they can on programming, JavaScript, Python, PHP, and so on and so forth. So and we all know that students are very enthusiastic when it comes to programming. The ICT teacher can give them assignment. They can come here and have access to resources that can help them in doing their assignments. So these are the section. This is the first section of the library. The next section is separate, and I'll quickly go to that now. It uses another type of application which will also be installed on the server or the system separately. Okay, I think I've opened it already on my system. So there we have majorly reference books, of which over 30,000 of them are also literature book, and books in various fields, mathematics, physics, and what have you. That will also help them in learning as well. So it's trying to open, but while it's opening, let me see if I can open the other one to save time. The last one actually has to do with customizing, having your own library, which is very let's say, for instance, you have projector in your classes and you want to project lessons. So here the teachers can put in the what is it now? There are various lessons online. They can have the various lessons online. When I say online, they don't need internet. Just a minute, and then they can store their various lessons, and then when they get to the class, they can open it right there in the class. It's passworded and it's for teachers. If you want to do the same for other documents in the school, we can also do that for you. Just a minute. So once they're about to teach, instead of putting it online and being in need of the internet to be able to open it to the class, that's talking about their lesson note that they are prepared for the children. I'm not talking about teachers' lesson note now, but the note that maybe they want to give to the student, maybe in PowerPoint and what have you. So here they can easily open it to the students and then project on the screen for the students. Okay, so local host /classics. So we have a class notes. Okay, so they are able to save their lessons online, and then entering the class, they can easily have access to it. Not only that, second advantage is that a student probably has been sick or is joined the school by second term can go here also and open through the ICT guy or the ICT teacher, because we also password it. The child can have access to the notes and then copy the note, and it's good to go. So that is the essence of the. So this is how it looks like. Hello, ma.
Hello, I'm with you, sir.
All right, ma. So it's passworded. So this one is customized for the school to put in their data. So we have a folder for each of the classes. You can add more classes. I have up to year 11 here, so I can add year 12. So I can add year 12 to it. Great, you can see that year 12 is already there. So under each of them, you can also, let's say year 7 for instance, you can also have folder inside that year 7, first term, second term, third term, such that the lessons, the class notes are arranged, and then either in the class when the child is about to teach, the teacher can navigate to it and project. So for instance, this is term 1, I can add term 2 here. I'm in year 7 right now, so I can add term 2, term 3. I already have term what is it, term 1 and 2 there, so I can add my term 3. So I can open term 1 for instance, okay, and then I want to add a file to term 1 explaining how it works, and we are still going to give this training to the ICT person when the school adopts the application. So here now I can add to that term 1 a term 1 note for the students or for the school, for those that are in year 7. So let me pick a note from my reservoir here. So this is first term GS1 civic education, and then I upload. So it is going to save it inside that file. So when you look down, it's already there. So and it will be there permanently as long as the system exists. And if you want it to be online, you want to host it online, it's possible, but the purpose is not to make it online, but to be used within the school premises. But if you want that, it's a matter of hosting it and paying something yearly for the hosting company. So, and there are so many information you can also host here, the way I've explained, rules and regulation of the school, prefect, maybe responsibilities, and so many other things like that. So this is the second part of the library. Let me go back to the other one now, which is the reference books with over 30,000 books. So you have so many books here. This is the third part of the library. So clicking here, so we have the various books here. Fine. So I'll just open one or two. The most common one and popular one is this, with over 30,000 books in various fields. Another beauty of it is that the student can search maybe a particular book they want on opening. We have wiki dictionary, wiki books. In the future, we still hope to add more books. Some of them are very, very big. Like Wikipedia, for instance, we hope to add it, and once we do that, we inform the school if they are interested. They don't need to pay for high installation like the first one, just a token. The Wikipedia is over 80 gig. So French books. In case we have some students in your school that are offering French, so they have access to books of French, which is more or less 3,000 books or so. So they can read and get to know how to read in French and what have you. Okay, so this is the main library in this session with over you can see this is 5,416 pages. This is just a page. A page has 10. So when you multiply 10 by 5,416, that is over 50,000 books that we have here. So and we have books in various aspects, and they can also search. Let's say for instance I want a book on mathematics. So they can search the database and it gives them result of their search. Okay, even though most of the books are majorly literature, in some schools they may just tell them you are reading these two literature this term, and then they ask them question so as to build their vocabulary. Okay, so they can search various books here. Let me see if I have on physics, but this section is majorly fictions and non-fiction books. Okay, so they can search by adventure, the book from Africa, North Africa, animal, and what have you. So this also can be done. So let's say for instance we want books that are peculiar to Africa, so it will bring it out. That books authored in Africa or by Africans, I don't know, any of the two. So that is the way it works. So those are the three sections we have. We have the main library, we have the reference library, and then we have the one that the school can add their own books, data, and what have you, and then they can make reference to it. And all this can be on your server depending on how effective your network is. Within the school they can have access to it anytime, and if you want any of them to be accessed through the internet, that is also possible. But these are all built majorly for school, for the 4 walls of the school.